Why does the United States need to pay attention to what is happening in China right now? You see, for a while now, cheap from China has been the perception of products coming out of the country. While companies like Tesla blew up, there was a real hesitation to buy Chinese cars. However, fast forward just 5 short years, China has exploded to become the world's largest car producer and exporter. That graph is unbelievable. In fact, last year, China sold 50% more cars abroad than the next largest exporter. The thing is, it's not just electric cars. This long game approach that China started working on 15 years ago is seemingly all kicking in now. This year, China also built the planet's largest high-speed rail network, which is 48,000 kilometers of track in just 15 years. But here's where things get interesting. Joe Biden attributed China's meteoric rise to unfair business. And hear me out, because he's kind of got a valid point. Unlike companies in the West, which are separate from the government, in China they're kind of not. This means that if the CCP wants to become the world's leader when it comes to cars, they can pour massive amounts of money into companies like BYD. This allows those private companies to rapidly expand and scale, to have aggressively lower prices than the competition, to have reduced financial risk, because they literally have the Chinese government behind them. And ultimately, as a result, can flood the global markets with cars that are not just cheaper than the competition, but more technologically advanced. And the thing is, consumers don't often care about how a company has arrived at the final product. If it's better and cheaper, most likely it'll just be bought. And that's why the United States have implemented up to 100% tariffs on Chinese cars to make them more expensive. Because if they just sat back and let them flood the markets, local companies simply couldn't compete. It's not just an unlevel playing field, it's a whole separate playing field altogether. And that's the tricky problem we're at now. Consumers in the West are seeing the stuff coming out of China and are asking their governments why they are purposefully not allowing them to have it, especially during the cost of living crisis we're currently in. But the question is, what do you think? Is it fair for a government to protect their local companies from unfair business, kind of like how we break up monopolies? Or should markets simply be left to decide winners and losers naturally?